Yes, it is.
All right. Gilbert Gnarly on Mix 99.3 worldwide, WNXTradio.com. Thank you, Gilbert. It is 7:32. Time for the news brought to you by Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates, Dr. Inishida. Dr. Inishida is going to be there this morning on 11th Street again with a great crew with the care, compassion, and roadmap to your recovery begin. Downtown, 23 degrees. And again, here's Bill.
Thanks, Steve, and good morning, everyone. At yesterday's Scioto County Commissioners meeting, I asked about the indictments of Robert Horton, if they had any comments. Commissioner Kathy Coleman laid out her mindset from day one, including her vote to reinstate Horton several months ago before his termination this past Tuesday.
After reviewing that, but I had specifically said I wanted to revoke the paid administrative leave, let him do his job. If the time came when there were charges or indictments, then I would act at that time that would best serve this county. And that is what I did Tuesday. I've made this statement. The doubters are going to doubt. The gossipers are going to gossip. And those that believe that, that think we're guilty of something, they're going to think that anyway. But I want to take this opportunity to clear this up as far as myself.
Now, Scioto County Prosecutor Shane Tiemann, when I asked him, said he has faith in the state auditor's investigation.
Can't comment at this time because there's a pending investigation and potentially a jury trial based on that indictment. I had the Auditor of State's office appointed as a special prosecutor so that a thorough and full investigation and ultimately a prosecution could take place if needed. I have faith that Auditor Faber's team as a special prosecutor will serve Scioto County and the state well, and ultimately the truth will come out either through the trial or a plea or a closure of the investigation, which would open the public records process up with regard to that investigation. So I hope the citizens of Scioto County can be patient with this process. These do not happen overnight.
Now, members of the commission board yesterday also let it slip that there's been a third and a secret indictment in the case against Horton and his wife. Meanwhile, the Portsmouth School District's Board of Education held their regularly scheduled meeting yesterday, with most of the attention at the heavily attended and watched session focusing on the district's financial shortfall and budget deficit. A decision was made by the board to follow the recommendations of Superintendent Matt McCorkle and Treasurer Andy Reel's opinion that a reduction in force of staff was needed to help right the district's financial ship. The number of staff members that will be laid off will be in the 20s, and if enrollment increases in the next school year, some of those affected by a layoff might be called back to their respective positions. The Ohio State Highway Patrol has confirmed that the second driver involved in a two-vehicle crash earlier this week on State Route 139 near Rubyville has died from his injuries as well. The patrol said they were notified that the driver of the Ford Escape in the accident, identified by troopers as Jeffrey Riley, age 29 of Portsmouth, passed away after being taken to Grant Emergency Medical Center following the crash. Now, according to the patrol, the crash happened when a Mazda 6 traveling northeast on 139 went left of center, striking Riley's Ford Escape that was traveling southwest. Troopers say the driver of the Mazda died at the scene of the crash. Patrol identified him as Logan Ederling, age 18 of Portsmouth. And here is a good story. A Northwest Ohio man is sharing an incredible story of being in the right place and at the right time. Tracy Townsend reports.
On Valentine's night, the truck driver found a young girl wandering on the side of the highway. He was driving from Portsmouth north on US 23, and that's when he says he saw a strange light that caught his eye. The light turned out to be a cell phone flashlight. Scioto County Sheriff's deputies say they were looking for that 12-year-old girl who has developmental disabilities. Her grandmother apparently called 15 minutes before she was found by the trucker.
For Mix 99.3 News, I'm Bill Shope.
Oh, that is a great little story, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Glad everybody's okay in that.
Right here in our own Portsmouth, Ohio, covered by our friends at ONN.
There you go.
Yes. Found this one kind of amusing this morning. I don't know whether you've heard about it or not, but a judge in Michigan, Bill, is punishing Walmart shoplifters.
Not heard this.
Yeah, if you're caught, filching from Walmart, you're going to be sentenced to wash cars in the Walmart parking lot.
Uh-oh.
Serious. This is what he's doing.
It's not a bad idea, really.
No, it really isn't. I just have to say on this one, yikes, if you're a shoplifter in the judge's district, just don't steal anything from BJ's, who knows what he'll make you do in the parking lot there, Force you against your will to sell Girl Scout cookies.
It very well could be. I'll sign up.
Yeah, as if we don't have enough pressure to buy those things anyway.
That's right.
All right, man. This update brought to you this morning by Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates. Dr. Inashita and his crew, where the care, compassion, and roadmap to your recovery begin. The health and well-being of the community when it comes to cancer care and the cure is a name that's legendary. His name is Dr. Inashita. At Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates of Portsmouth, they're always there to think way ahead of the curve, to provide the absolute latest in care treatments and that personal one-on-one service that today is so rare. With Dr. Inashita and King's Daughters, they owe their success to the many forward-thinking community members and great volunteers who have all helped shape King's Daughters and Dr. Inashita as their first choice from patients and families who choose them for the most critical time in their life, when that absolute right decision must be made. For more information, from screenings to treatment, contact Dr. Inashita by calling 353-4884 or stop by and meet their incredibly helpful staff at 916 11th Street in Portsmouth. With Dr. I and Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates, that's where the care, compassion, and the roadmap to your cure begin. It is time now once again for sports on this Friday morning, brought to you by Collier Home Medical. Don't forget they're located 522 Route 52 right there across the street from Kroger in Wheelersburg. Give them a call at 574-0327 now. All right. Well, the big weekend is at hand. We had a lot of basketball last night and this weekend. So after it's all over with, I think things are going to be a little more defined as to who plays on, right?
Somewhat. The picture will become a little bit more clear as we get to tomorrow morning and on into the first of next week, but we've still got a lot of games that we know for sure or have a really good feeling are going to take place next week.
All right, sports this morning, and again, here's Chuck.
Yeah, boys tournament hoops. It is here in full swing. Last night in boys Division 7 district quarterfinals, the Green Bobcats defeated Corning Miller 69-55. Green will advance to take on the Notre Dame Titans this coming Wednesday at Waverly High School. That'll be a 6 o'clock tip-off, and that is Waverly High School, not the Waverly Downtown Arena, two different venues. Elsewhere last night in Division 7 boys, Racine Southern prevailed over East 56-25. Manchester knocked off South Gallia 55-39. Manchester and Racine Southern will meet Wednesday in Waverly. White Oak was a winner last night over Ironton St. Joe's 60-46. White Oak advances to play the top-seeded South Webster Jeeps Tuesday at Waverly High School. That'll tip at 6 p.m. Leesburg Fairfield topped Gloucester Trimble 69-32 yesterday, and Western Pike was a winner over New Boston 74-33. Fairfield and Trimble will meet Tuesday night at 8:30 in Waverly. In boys Division 4 district quarterfinals last night, Waverly was a winner over Washington Courthouse 54-53 in overtime. Waverly moves on to play Jackson Tuesday at Southeastern Ross High School. Elsewhere last night in boys D4, Circleville knocked off the Gallia Academy 48-44 in double overtime. Tonight, there will be boys district quarterfinals played all around the area, and the Total Media Group of Portsmouth will present 4 live. On Mix 99.3, you'll hear Minford host West Union. On Classic Rock 107.5 The Breeze, you'll be able to tune in as Wheelersburg entertains Oak Hill. On AM 1260 and 95.7 FM, you'll hear Valley host Paint Valley. And tonight on WNXT2, our internet station, you can listen as the West Senators host Lynchburg Clay. Coverage at all 4 of those game sites will commence at 6:35, leading up to the 7 o'clock tip-offs. Remember, you can hear all those games online at WNXTradio.com, as well as by using the Local Happenings app, which is a free download from the App Store. As for other games of interest taking place around the area tonight in boys district tournament play, Portsmouth will visit South Point, Colegrove will play at Ironton, Fairland will host River Valley. Chesapeake will entertain Albany Alexander. Coach Rick Scarberry's Northwest Mohawks will visit Eastern Brown. Rock Hill will play at Belpre. Sims Valley will host Huntington Ross. And Eastern Pike will entertain Adena. All those boys games this evening tip at 7. Tomorrow, there will be several area girls teams playing in district championships. In Division 5, the Portsmouth Lady Trojans will take on Albany Alexander from the Waverly Downtown Arena. That'll be at noon. Also at the Waverly Downtown Arena tomorrow in D5, Fairland will take on North Adams. That's a 2:30 tip-off. And Wheelersburg and Medford will go at it for round number 3 this season at the Waverly Downtown Arena tomorrow. That big matchup between the Southern Ohio Conference Division III co-champions will tip at 5 o'clock. Berg and Minford split in the regular season, so that should be a really good girls game tomorrow. In Division 6 tomorrow, the West Lady Senators will play Federal Hawking at noon from Southeastern Ross High School in a district final. And in Division 7, the Notre Dame Lady Titans will go up against Waterford at 2:30 at Wellston High School. And at 5 o'clock in Wellston tomorrow, the SOC1 champion Green Lady Cats will play South Gallia. Best of luck to all of our area teams. High school sports fans, be sure and listen to the Saturday Morning Sports Line tomorrow beginning at 9 o'clock on AM 1260 and 95.7 FM. In men's college basketball last night, Ohio State fell to Northwestern 70-49. The Shawnee State men's and women's basketball teams wrap up their regular seasons tomorrow at Alice Lloyd. Men's game will tip at 1, women's game at 3. In the NBA last night, the Cavs beat the Nets 110-97. In the NHL's Four Nations Face-Off Championship game yesterday, it was Canada over Team USA 3-2 in overtime. And the NASCAR Cup Series will race in Atlanta Motor Speedway Sunday afternoon. Green flag will fly at 3, and we've got Reds baseball tomorrow.
Yeah.
First spring training game of the season. Reds and Guardians here at Live on AM 1260 and 95.7 FM with coverage beginning at 2:50. Your Portsmouth Insurance Sports Time is 7:42. Portsmouth Insurance is a TAH benefits partner. Call Gary Duzan for all of your employee benefit needs. And that is a whole lot of a look at sports.
Yeah, that's what Friday morning is, man.
That's it.
All right. Thank you, Chuck, and brought to you by Collier Home Medical, and they're at 1661 522 in the Berg. That's Collier across from Kroger. They've got free home setup of a variety of home medical equipment. And we'll check traffic weather together on the way.
Collier is expanding its business opportunities to include Collier Home Medical, a local durable medical equipment company, or DME, offering free home setup of a variety of home medical equipment such as home oxygen and portable oxygen, as well as hospital beds, wheelchairs, rollators, walkers, and more. Collier also offers home sleep testing along with CPAP and BiPAP for patients diagnosed with sleep apnea. Overnight pulse oximetry testing is available with a physician order. Located at 1661 State Route 522 across from Kroger in Wheelersburg, call 740-574-0327.
And your Friday morning traffic brought to you this morning by your friends at the River. At the side of the River, 1024 Gallia Street, a great way to celebrate. Stop in this weekend and get a delicious legendary steak, chicken, rib, or more. And that, again, the doors open this morning at 11. No change on the leaderboard this morning. Everything has been rock solid, so it looks like all 2-hour delays here. Brought to you by Shawnee State, where some Kentucky counties qualify for in-state tuition. Got Minford, Bloom, Vernon, Greene, Northwest, Oak Hill, Valley, Vern Rife School, and Sciotoville. Again, 2-hour delay today. Roads are pretty good. No big change since yesterday. It's just cold outside. But hopefully we're going to get something done about that this weekend. If you see something we need to know about, give us a call at 354-1993. Traffic and service of the Scioto River, open 7 days a week.
Weather a service of the Counseling Center, which is now accepting most forms of private insurance. The Counseling Center offers primary medical care, mental health services, youth therapy, and addiction treatment services.
First alert forecast from WSAZ. Clouds slowly break today with some afternoon sun. Any untreated roads are still a little slick, though. Quieter day, even some melting with highs in the low 30s. Partly to mostly clear tonight. The cold back down into the teens. Sunshine and passing clouds on Saturday. An acceptable day with highs in the 40s. I'm WSAZ News Channel 3 meteorologist Brandon Butcher on the Ohio Valley's hit music channel, Mix 99.3.